What's a bin without trash? Who's Jill without Jack? What's muscles without packs? What's sneak but without rap? What's train without a track? What's a body without a backbone? Home without a dad? Before I start, this isn't me slating dads who have left or home with single mothers. This is simply me bringing home some truth about some facts that remain undercover. No doubt, a household without a father would be considered incomplete. Stereotypically, sons grow up and resent that missing father figure till they're about 6 feet deep, which causes a generation of hatred. Mothers get complacent. Women find it hard to find trust in a soulmate because they believe he'll be quick to slip into the next babe adjacent. It's quite basic, let's face it. Dad's in a home at the backbone, so when he ain't around, sons grow up to make their mothers proud instead of striving to be the dads that was never been around. Then I realize I'm in an awkward situation. Instead of living in a fatherless home, I realize we live in a fatherless nation. The fatherless syndrome is swapping through generation to generation. We make plans to better the youth, and like absent fathers, they ain't funding it. So the same way we ask, what's a child without a dad? We should also ask, what's a youth without a government? Respect for older males in higher power basically doesn't exist. So they choose not to listen, and when asked why, they'll have their own list. Because that level of understanding doesn't mix. Because at the end of the day, we've put up with all of their ish, so to be frank, they're simply all... Well, who are they to tell us anything? They weren't there through our grind. They weren't even there half the time. So now when we're there doing our own thing, they think it's alright to come in our lives like it's fine. Well, no. Now, don't take what I'm saying literally. The government ain't exactly our parents, but the comparisons correlate. If it's not a crime for a child to resent a distant father, why would it be wrong for the youth to resent in what's meant to be an apparent democracy, a distant partnership? Wrecked, flipping heck, put together the missing steps. Fathers always wish the best, but they're not there for their children, therefore it's disrespect to us. And that's the truth, on behalf of the youth. So don't blame or be ashamed of our actions or consider us insane, because in the important parts of our life, you, David, blamed and disappeared and showed a lack of support. Investing so much time in the rich who are coming to the end of their time, instead of investing time in us who have lives to live and haven't yet reached our prime. Killing the dreams you say we don't have before we have time to bring them to life. Cutting down libraries, youth clubs, institutions to help us grow, and aid to single mothers. How can we grow in a world where the dads don't help and the government don't love us? You're not a father if you can't disregard your own selfish need for the ones you love. And the same goes for the system. They're above, but the link seems to be missing. Half the time, they're not there for those lower than them. They're only there for their kind and disregard those half their size. So, as fathers of this nation, I think power's being misused. And they're causing boys to become men early, so at the end of the road, the cycle continues. So, I ask again, what's a bin without trash? Who's Jill without Jack? What's muscles without packs? What's sneak ball without rap? What's a train without track? Body without a backbone? Home without a dad? My boy Nigo asked, Daddy, are you proud of me? I said, even if he was, the men of this generation that we're meant to look up to ain't even around to see, and it's a vicious cycle. Word.